All right.
You have greatness in you. Hello, this is. Please enter your. Thank you.
Okay. Um, Good morning, my man Daryl checking in. What's up with you, bro? All right, let's get it. Welcome to another edition of Good Morning Millionaire. What's up, Dominique? LaRon in the house. What's up? Yeah, for those that don't know, we check in with you every single morning, Monday through Friday. It's tonight is another master class. You're getting part 3 of the master class that we've been doing lately. That's been a lot of fun. Check in right now. Rep your city. What kind of business do you have? Let them know. Pretty soon, we're going to give you the opportunity to jump in on a newsletter. You'll be able to advertise your business in a newsletter that we put out, in the different emails and what have you that we drop. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But even then, you get to rep your city. So let them know where you're from. Let them know where you're checking in from. What kind of business do you have? We want to know. Let's go. Yeah, Ashley. Good morning, millionaire. My man Daryl in the house. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Good morning. Gina's in the house. Let's go. Yeah, all facts. Yuli, what up? Okay. Shayla in the house. I forgot how we gonna do CADS. What we say CAD stands for. What's up, Jasmine? Yeah. Good morning, millionaire. Let's go, K Nicole. Let's get it, Sade. Hey, spread this with a couple more people. Let them know where you're from. Hold on. Let them know where you're from. So, for those that don't know, this is your first time ever joining us. All we ask is that you share. All we ask is that you spread it around. If you push the arrow down there, if you're on Instagram, then that'll let you share it with other entrepreneurs. So please do that. If you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on LinkedIn, you already know what it is. Definitely share it. Wow, 3:30 in the morning. Where are you? Where are you that it's 3:30? And who is that? You were just now commenting from a Facebook group, so we can't see your name unless you give it approval. Technology. But if you've never been with us before, I want to welcome you to another edition of Good Morning Millionaire. Every single Monday, we study mindset. Every single Tuesday, it's all about sales tips. Every Wednesday, it's marketing. Every Thursday is all about leadership. And then every Friday is free coaching Friday. And since today is a Thursday, it's all about leadership, right? And so what I wanted to do is kind of chop it up with you about a concept that maybe you had considered, maybe you hadn't, but it's about building your team's scoreboard. So that's what we're going to get in today. So if you know any leaders, if you know any servant leaders, if you know anybody that's trying to get more power out of their team, share this broadcast with them. This is going to be a real good training for anybody who's running an organization. Maybe it's a sales organization. Maybe it just does community service. But what we are humbly suggesting is that if you give what we're saying a real clear thought, if you really consider writing this down in your power book, taking notes, it's going to make you a better leader. Just the awareness that this is possible is going to make you a better leader. You're going to figure out how to apply it to your own company, how to apply it to your own business. But I'm telling you right now that this scoreboard thing, somebody give me this in the comments and then give me a share. This can be the headline at the top of your thing when you're sharing it. Whatever gets measured gets better. That's a good one to start it off this morning. Awesome. What up? What up? Whatever gets measured gets better. Is that a fact, Mandy? Whatever gets measured gets better. Is that right, yo? Somebody give it to me. Whatever gets measured gets better. Whatever gets measured gets better. And then share this with another entrepreneur. Share this with another entrepreneur. Check it out, y'all. Today we're going to talk about some steps to creating a scoreboard for your team. Whatever gets measured gets better. That's why tonight's masterclass, we're talking about joining the top 1%. 7 simple steps to leaving the 99% behind. You'd be surprised how easy it is. It'd be extraordinary. It really only takes you putting a little bit extra with the ordinary, with the normal, with the mundane. So you're really going to dig this. I hope you're ready for it. It's tonight. It's going down at 8 p.m. All you have to do to be able to get free entry into that masterclass is join the newsletter. Just go to millionaireminded.com and join the newsletter right there. That's all you have to do to get yourself involved. All right, millionaires. So we're going to get into this training today. Check it out. Today's training is 5 football type steps. 5 football type steps to building a team scoreboard. Now, some of you are wondering, what is he talking about? What is a team scoreboard in the first place? But I'm here to tell you that this is a game-changing concept, because if you lead a team, if you lead a division, if you lead an organization, you already know that one of the most critical parts of your success is knowing where you are versus where you want to be. Like where you stand now on the field versus where the end zone is, right? What we all know is that every team can make adjustments once it knows where it is. Every team can make adjustments. It just needs to know where it is. And a big part of that, y'all, is making sure that you have a scoreboard. Somebody tell me, whatever gets measured gets better. Can I get somebody to give it up? Whatever gets measured gets better. Whatever gets measured gets better. This is important, y'all. Whatever gets measured gets better. Every game has its own rules, right? Every game has its own definitions of what it means to win. Is that a fact? Some teams are measuring their success in profits. Some teams are measuring their success in points scored. Some other people might look at the number of people that they serve. But no matter what the game is, there's always going to be a scoreboard. Is that a fact? Somebody give it to me in the chat. Whatever gets measured gets better. And if a team is going to accomplish its goals, it has to know where it's standing right now. It got to look at itself in light of the scoreboard. You hear me? Why is that so important? Because any team that's going to succeed is constantly adjusting so they can improve themselves. They're constantly adjusting so they can improve their situation. And while teams may plan for the way they want to play, the scoreboard is what shows you how the game is actually going. You might plan for how you want to play, but the scoreboard is showing you how the game is really needing to be played. Am I making sense to somebody? You need a scoreboard. Somebody say it. I need a scoreboard. If this is resonating with you, I need a scoreboard. Am I losing you? Did I lose you? Am I losing you? Somebody give it to me, man. I need a scoreboard. I need a scoreboard. I need a scoreboard. This is important. Let them know, Samaya. Yeah, Danae. Whatever gets measured gets better. Yeah, I need a scoreboard. Let them know. I need a scoreboard. I need a scoreboard. No, seriously. I need a scoreboard. Let's go. Let's go. I need a scoreboard. I need a scoreboard. If you couldn't get into last week's masterclass, make sure you join at millionaireminded.com and we're going to get you the link. We're going to get you the link. Somebody say, I need a scoreboard. That's right. Check it out, y'all. Can't nobody ignore the reality of their situation and expect to win. And so the scoreboard is essential because it defines reality. It makes everybody aware. It informs the decisions. It influences what adjustments you make. It reveals the outcome. You got what I'm saying? You need a scoreboard. So if that whole thing is true about whatever gets measured gets better, there's going to be sort of like a competitive advantage to building out a scoreboard that's accurate for your team. So what I said I was going to do is break it down into 5 different steps, and we're going to do it according to football. You with me? As I record this, we're heading into the end of the football season. Some people know, some people don't. We're getting closer and closer to what's called the Super Bowl, right? And so I kind of want to use football as an analogy. Here's my thing. Before you begin to build a scoreboard for your team, first you got to understand what kind of game you're playing. So maybe you sit down with your people and you discuss stuff like purpose. You discuss stuff like vision. You discuss stuff like the mission. And then you start building out strategies. You start building out measurables. A lot of teams establish strategies and they establish rules without ever establishing a game. It's crazy. But you got to set your expectations if anything is going to mean anything, if this stuff is really going to be meaningful. So that's the first part. You got to define the game, because definition is what creates meaning. And you got to create expectation if you want it to be meaningful. Somebody give me that in the comments. Expectations equals meaning, right? Definition equals meaning. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? The second thing you need is a target. So the target is more like the big picture of what you want to achieve. In most businesses, the target is something like, a number of units sold, right? Because this is what establishes what you're aiming for as you work in. These need to be specific and measurable and compelling, right? Your goals, whatever they might be, they need to engage the heart. They need to engage the mind. They need to engage the willpower of your team, right? The third thing you need is what we call key performance indicators, or KPI, when you start getting these big wig meetings. And once you know what your targets are, you kind of like need a tape measure for the performance of your squad, right? And so KPI, they help to evaluate the parts of the business performance that you need to be looking at. These are like the big picture measurements. These ain't the final results. KPI is like the big picture stuff. I'm gonna break it down in football terms, but first I'm giving it to you in business terms. Then you got the metric. So metrics are like the smaller units of measurement for the scoreboard. If KPI are the big numbers you need to hit, then metrics are the smaller numbers that get you there. Like for instance, if your monthly business goal is $10,000 in revenue, then you can build out metrics for your 2 top KPI, which would be prospecting and production, right? So check it out. If I sign 1 out of every 4 people that I sit down with, and on average, I make $2,500, then I need to say, boom, I need to meet with at least 16 people every month. And that's how I get a minimum of 4 deals. I get a minimum of 4 enrolled. You see that? Those are my metrics all of a sudden. I know 10,000 and I know I'm 1 out of 4. So that means I need 16 to get my 4. And then that gets me 10,000 if each of mine are 2,500. And if you ain't sure what your metrics should be, I got an article in Forbes, like 10 metrics that every great company should track. And if y'all want to hit me up in the inbox, I'll send that to you. But the point ain't to do what everybody else does, right? There are some standard metrics that every business should be tracking, but to track those metrics that mean the most to you and your team should be the goal. All right. And then the last one you got is what we call metric drivers. So this is the final step to your scoreboard. It's also the step that a lot of people leave out, even in their visualization. They always picture the final goal, but they don't picture themselves doing the steps that get them to the goal. And that throws off the power and the clarity of and the magnetism the compelling nature of your visualization. It's the same thing when you're building a scoreboard. Now you need to know the specific actions that move the measurable stuff forward, right? Like no metric ain't really measurable if it don't have 1 or 3 actions that can drive it, because what you're supposed to track, right? So think of it like this: football, right? So progress is measured in yards advanced. Am I right? So for every 10 yards that you gain, you're moving that closer to your target. Am I right? The touchdown. Then you need on average 8 first downs to set up a touchdown opportunity. Everybody with me? That means I've got plays designed to get me what I need for the first down. I need those 8 first downs, right? Everybody with me? Now, inside every single play, every player on the field has a specific action that they got to perform. I don't care if it's the quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver. I don't care if it's a tight end, a lineman, somebody that's running special teams. You have to compete in a way where you complete your specific action, your specific task. There's no other way that the play can work and the team can move forward. So just to break it down in football terms, fellas and ladies, I know I'm probably losing some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? But the game would be football. The target would be a touchdown. Everybody with me? The KPIs would be those 8 first downs that you need, where you're moving the ball forward 10 yards at a time. The metrics would be the plays called. And then the metric drivers would be the specific actions of each player during the game. Am I losing you? Was this horrible? Is this making sense? Oh, snap. I don't know if, because I know we have a lot of ladies that tune in. You're like, football, I don't get it. Is this making sense? Okay, then. Okay. Mr. Rain is like, what is going on right now? All right, bet. Yeah, that's the point, Cindy. I need a scoreboard. Okay, Shirley. Okay. Yeah, Sade. All right. I appreciate that, time of nigga. I know this one morning I'm gonna get no feedback when we go to Instagram, when we go to Affirmation Nation, and I say, "What's your takeaway?" This one of them mornings, ain't nobody gonna have nothing for me. All right. Somebody give it to me. Whatever gets measured gets better. Yeah, Joy. Know your role. Define specific roles and goals. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Nah, LaRon, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. What about the fact that defining the goal is what gives the actions meaning? You know, definition creates meaning. Expectation creates meaningful. Expectation creates it so that it's meaningful. Exactly. All right, y'all. Whatever gets measured gets better. Gina, like, I guess I have to learn about football. Yeah, see, all of your husbands and significant others is gonna thank me later. Yeah, Kim, I knew it was gonna lose. I knew it. I was just trying something different because I'm like, we're getting close to the football. We're getting close to the Super Bowl. Big as a what? Big as the Super Bowl. So again, just to recap that one more time. So what we're saying is, if your game is football, now your game might not be football, your game might be a home-based business. But let's say your game is football. Suddenly the target is touchdown. For you, maybe that touchdown is a brand new rank. The KPIs are the 8 first downs that move the ball forward. So maybe your KPI is each person you need to hit their new rank so that you can hit your new rank. And then you got the metrics. That would be the plays you call. So maybe your metrics are, how many champion club forms you're getting filled out. Or maybe your metrics are, how many launches, how many business launches did you do? How many private Zooms did you do? How many people did you link up with where you helped them launch? Maybe those are the metrics, right? And then the metric drivers might be, how many invitations went out to get people on to this thing. Hey, if we said we were going to invite 5 to 20 people, how many of those 5 to 20 actually showed up? How many follow-ups do we have to do? Those are the metric drivers, the specific actions of the players during every play call. I know this is oversimplified, y'all. I get it. But what I'm trying to do is speak to the power of the scoreboard. What I'm trying to do is make sure you are clear that whatever gets measured gets better. And if I accomplish that, then I did my job this morning. I want you to understand that you need a scoreboard and you need these metric drivers of achieving progress. If you can't find 2 or 3 actions within that particular play, then you don't really have nothing to measure, right? And on your team, you're going to have different players who are responsible for different actions, right? This has to work in concert if your team is ever going to move forward, if they're ever going to deliver on your metrics. Am I making sense? Am I making sense, y'all? And so your whole goal is to get everybody involved. Your whole goal is to make sure that everybody knows their expectations, that everybody has their targets in place. You might have job descriptions, you might have responsibilities, but it's pivotal and it is crucial that you as the leader aren't waiting on somebody else to do it, right? The lists and tasks each team member needs to do isn't as helpful as a list of tasks that are connected to the reasons it needs to get done. Engagement always increases, y'all, when every person on your team understands their role and their responsibility and the reason that it matters, right? And the more you define the expectations, the more you define the goal, is how fulfilling it becomes to every team member. So, scoreboards can be tough because they might reveal that you're behind, baby, but they also reveal where every team has the opportunity to turn it around. And I don't care if you're up or you're down. Somebody give it to me one more time. Whatever gets measured gets better. Did this feel good to you? Tonight's masterclass, for those that have never tuned in before, right there at the bottom, we kind of running it, but every single weekend, every single weekday, we do Mindset Mondays, Sales Tip Tuesdays, Marketing Wednesdays, Leadership Thursday, and every Friday is Free Coaching Friday. If you want to know how to submit questions for Free Coaching Friday, that's right, Shirley. Yeah. Okay, I broke it down. Okay. These are good questions. That's exactly right. That was exactly right. I'm glad when I broke it down that other way, we got it. That's exactly right. Whatever gets measured gets better. Whatever gets measured gets better. That's exactly right, Tammy. That's exactly right. Whatever gets measured gets better. All right. So drop some money bags if you learn something that you're going to use in your business for real, for real. Drop some money bags. A lot of people ask, hey, how do I get to the newsletter? It's the same way you get to the masterclass. Make sure you go to millionaireminded.com and enroll for the newsletter. Make sure you go to millionaireminded.com and enroll in the newsletter. We put that thing out every single week. And it also is your free pass into the masterclass tonight. The masterclasses are different from this because you're getting homework, you're getting activities to do. So if you get a lot out of this, you're going to get way more out of the masterclass. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So we about to take it over to Instagram. Miss Gina Sade, Mr. Daryl Ingram, Miss Yuli in the house. Samaya, what's up? K. Nicole. Yeah, Tammy. Let's get it, Mike Douglas. Okay, Daryl. We all in this together, Sade. Let's go. All right, we about to take it over there to Instagram. I'm at Mr. Haziq Ali, Mr. Haziq Ali. And remember, y'all, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind. Come meet us on Instagram. We're about to do the recap and the affirmations. Let's go.